Yep. Okay, you do. I was trying to do a belly flop into the thing there. Let's see here. Oh, stretch. Under deep trouble. Haha. Oh. If you wonder how many levels there are in this game, in terms of levels in general, I guess you could say that there's a little over 30. If you count the bosses, there's a little over 35. It just depends on how you look at it. But for this playthrough, we're only going to do 25 or 30 of them. Well, unless I decide to show you a special thing. Let's see. I forgot to show you all that I could do that. Let's see, and now I do have to admit the backtracking in these types of levels actually aren't too bad. Backtracking in regular Crash levels of any Crash game can be a pain. Which I think they got rid of most of the backtracking in Wrath of Cortex. I think. Like, there's not as much backtracking in those games. I mean, the only reason you have to come back to certain levels is if you miss something, like if you miss getting the gem. Like you can complete the crystal and the gem things in one level, in one go, in Crash Wrath of Cortex, which I'll give them that. If you like just completing a level like that, in general, fully, I don't know how I should explain this. Basically, these games, you do more backtracking than in Wrath of Cortex. Crash 1, well, technically Crash 1, you don't have to do any backtracking. Like, you don't have to, at least. Like, you can beat all the levels in one go. It's just, you have to be like a super expert at that. Okay, so in terms of this game, like whenever you do the backtracking, let's see. Hold on. The reason I don't like these levels as much is they do kind of drag on. Ah, crap, I just lost that thing. And I bet you I wouldn't be a bit surprised if... No? Okay, I'm good. I'm in the clear. Okay, hold on. Before we go there... Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go all the way back. The reason, like I said, the backtracking in these levels aren't too bad because it's got a side-scrolling type thing, and when you try to go back, you can see more. Like it kind of wherever you're facing, it kind of like pulls Crash back. Like you can. It's not as bad, basically. Like I can admit that the backtracking in these games are not exactly the best, but you know. And this is one of my least favorite types of levels in this game, but it's, you know. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh yeah, well I got a checkpoint, so I'm good. Yeah, Crash has a lot of funny death animations in this game. Like these, he can get sucked down, he can get eaten by the shark. Just a lot of things can happen to poor old Crash. Let's see. Yeah, and then got the crystal, got that gem, and got this gem. So now I'll have access to all the red gem challenges. we go. There we go. And there we go. And he does his dance. Alright, now then. This might be the high time. This might be the last level that I'll be doing for this current play session.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just to continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
Okay. I used to not pay attention to the story, and like this one is a little more story focused. Well, same for Crash 2, but this one definitely is more story focused, but it's not like completely focused on the story driven, I should say. So I used to not pay attention to it, and then it wasn't. I didn't even know I touched him to where I could die like that. I thought I was gonna be able to kill him. But anyway, but yeah, I used to not pay attention to the fact that Crash was, I don't know. I should probably explain it after I beat Entropy. Entropy's a boss, in case you didn't know. Though it seemed obvious. It's so satisfying to, whenever we get there, it's so satisfying to do a double jump and then do a certain move that we get. Let's see. Alright then. Oh yeah, so I have tried playing... I can't do the belly flop right now. Oh well. I've tried playing through all of Spyro Season of Ice, but I got to a certain point and it just got way too hard for me, and I was just like, screw it. I used cheats and then I beat the last boss. It was an alright run for the most part. Little like your thumb gets a little bit tiring after a little sore from having to use a 3D-ish type thing, isometric thing with on a Game Boy Advance thing. I was gonna play it on the GameCube with the Game Boy player, but that's currently not working the best right now. Well, it needed to be cleaned or something. So I just had to stick to the Game Boy Advance. And then, oh yeah, I already died. Okay, I died, so I can't do that. That was also in 2, so let's see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, no way, I think I've already mentioned that. I've been playing these games a lot faster, basically, since I started going on my own, because I have the stuff. But at this point in time, my old co-host on here, Corey, when it was entitled Team Gaming, he's finally getting himself a good computer, so maybe he can start doing some. He might be able to start doing some stuff, like some good old YouTube video stuff, if he decides to. So yeah. And then maybe I can say the name of his channel in case he comes back on here as a guest. Because he's had multiple channels before, like he's had multiple channels because I'm starting to think, I wonder if I should say... I think he keeps forgetting the passwords of all of his YouTube channels, so he keeps making them. Oh hey look, I already got all the boxes, so I didn't need that special thing. It's raining where I live. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this current playthrough of Crash Warped. My most favorite Crash game. My most favorite game of all time. And there's a lot of stuff that has to do with time in this game. And until next time, we will complete the other half of the game that I plan on completing, because if you count the bosses as levels, I've completed half of them. I've completed 15, so that next time we'll be doing another race. And until next time, as I keep saying, subscribe if you want to, like this video if you want to, and you'll hear me next time.